Okay, buckle up, my accomplices. I'm driving. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it snowing out here. Oh well, it's okay. It's Canada and it ain't spring yet. It should snow. So what I want to talk, there's so many things going on. First of all, Russia-Ukraine thing. How do I put it? I've watched a lot of things since all this started, and I'm pretty sure it'd been planned long before it was started. But there's so many different sides going. I've seen videos of one country's news station. I don't know where it was, somewhere over there. The body bags in the background of the reporter, and you see a guy trying to do up his own body bag. How are people supposed to believe this, right? And on the other side, there's the same thing. There's so much misinformation and propaganda going on out there. It's hard for me to believe. And whether you guys know it or not, I've been going to jail once a week for a night over this stupid never having a license shit. And I had discussions with the cops in there about this Ukraine thing and that, and I'm like, first of all, a lot of these people that are doing all the screaming about it, they weren't doing no screaming and fighting for the freedoms for their children. So, what gives you the right to fucking scream about Ukraine when you didn't give a fuck about the freedom of your own children and your own people in your own country? Now all this biolab stuff, well, the Undersecretary of the State's already admitted they got biolabs there. Well, and they don't want them to get in Russians' hands. So, why wouldn't they want them to get in Russian hands? If apparently they're just, they're just studying how fucking chemicals and shit apparently affect people and to safeguard against threats and that. Well, then what are they worried about the Russians getting? If everything in there the scientists in Russia already do, then let them have it. Give them the fucking key. Why should one person die for defending it? On the other hand, if there's things in there that Russia doesn't know, things they're doing that Russia has no idea about, of course they're not going to want them in there, right? On the other hand, if I was running the country and I had biolabs where I wasn't supposed to have biolabs and I had sensitive information in there, that shit would have been all gone out of the country. The fucking samples, the records, everything gone. I don't give a fuck if it takes 48 hours to get everything the fuck out of here. If nothing happens, we'll bring it back in 48 hours, right? So, it's all propaganda shit just to get everybody excited. And then they've already got, the undersecretary says, yeah, something biological happens, it's 100% of Russians. Well, that's already planting the seed in people's head. If something happens, it's the Russians. If I was the States, I wanted to fuck Russia up, I'd do something, everybody's going to blame Russia. And on the other hand, if it's some kind of biological thing, do you really think Putin's going to let it? Who's got more to lose? Russia. Right? There's a hell of a lot more people in Russia than there is in Ukraine. So if they do something like that, it's going to affect Russia more than it is going to anybody else. So, and all this stuff too, like, I seen Trudeau there saying that there's been a slippage in democracy and all this stuff the other day, right? And we got to stand up for democracy. On the other hand, you fucking went totally authoritarian with the truckers' protest, shutting bank accounts, arresting people, doing fucking shit you can't even do, and you couldn't even call in the emergency acts because you hadn't met the standards to put it in place. So, I really don't know what's happening. I really hope it starts to change. Obviously, COVID's gone. You don't hear fuck all about that except for, Bonnie Henry here in BC. But it's all gone. You got something else to do. There's a new actor on the stage. That's what all these guys are. The head of Germany, France, fucking all of them. They're all actors. on the stage. It just happened to be Putin's turn this time. Right? Last month it was fucking Trudeau. Right? Before Biden it was Trump. They're just actors. Right? They don't give a flying fuck about us poor people. Right? And I stress again, man, the power of love over the love of power. It's just the way it has to be. I see people, they were divided about the COVID thing, about the masks, about all that fucking bullshit. Now people are all divided over Ukraine. And, you know, they're always saying, oh, you know, a lot of the times we're going to war, we're fighting for God. Yeah, G-O-D. Gold, oil, or drugs. That's what the wars are over. And if you think anything different, well, then you don't do your own research. And people research it. You'll see both sides of the spectrum, extremes of the propaganda they're pushing. So, you know, the old saying, don't believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see, and you'll probably be okay. Anyways, people, you all be safe, and as always, a CAD.